And remember, the 3 rules of this world. 1. The key slippers will always stay on. 2. The key slippers will always be visible. And 3. Most importantly, I will always cut my sandwiches in an angle. That last one wasn't a joke. I always do that. Good afternoon, everyone. How's it going, guys? Today, I'm going to show you how to get into Mekanism. But, I'm going to show you specifically what you need to do in order to get 5x ore processing. This is going to be a long one, I'm not going to lie. Because I'm going to show you guys 2 ways of doing all this. I'm going to show you guys how to do it the simple way, and I'm going to show you the more compact way. Keep in mind, just because it's compact doesn't make it efficient. You will drive yourself nuts trying to make this thing compact. Don't do what I'm going to do, because this will hurt your brain. It'll hurt my brain, just like it did when I first did this. Anyway, so yeah, the first 2 machines that we're going to need is the enrichment chamber and the energized smelter. But before we can even get into those guys, we're going to need what's called a metallurgic infuser. This guy is the basic of all basics when it comes to crafting the machines. Just 2 furnaces, osmium, iron, and redstone. Nothing insane. And trust me, it will get insane very quickly. The metallurgic infuser, it's got a very simple UI. Over here's the energy. Over here's where you have your extra or infusing types. And the infusing types do matter of what is needed in order to complete the craft. So for example, if you want to get steel, which is what you would need for pretty much most of the machines. So in order to get that steel, you're going to need things like coal or charcoal, or what Mekanism recommends that you do ASAP is getting a enrichment chamber, so this way you can get your enriched carbon, redstone, diamond, and obsidian. The first 3 are easy to make. The obsidian requires a couple extra steps. It's not bad though. It really isn't. So yeah, highly recommend that you get an energized smelter, just because furnaces, they stink. They're awful. Well, why would you use furnaces if you made this? Anywho, and the enrichment chamber. These 3 machines, they're going to be your best friend. But in all seriousness, when it comes to the metallurgic infuser, what you could do is, like let's say, if you don't have enough materials to make another one for whatever reason, or if you're just cheap, you could dump your remaining stuff. However, if you do that, you're just wasting your materials. That's a lot of stuff that you're wasting for no reason. Especially when you do this. Oh no, I put in the wrong one. Dump. Yeah, don't do that. You're much better off making 4 metallurgic infusers. So, keep in mind though that every single machine does have a power cost. So the next thing that you'll want to get is a crusher. This guy is going to be needed for, well, quite a few other things. But one thing though that you have to keep in mind though, in the more recent versions with Mekanism, starting from 119 I believe, is that the enrichment chamber does need a set amount of ores in order to start processing. So with these guys, the enrichment chamber will take 3 of any ore. It doesn't matter whether it's iron, copper, gold, etc. Okay, hey, so with the enrichment chamber, it doesn't work when you have just 1. It needs 3 of them in order to start working. Okay, with the crusher, however, it doesn't have that limit because it doesn't do ores. This thing actually is needed for the next step. And that is kind of the reason why I made this. Not just because the power cube wasn't working for some ungodly reason. And why weren't you working? So with that said, the next thing that we're going to need is called the purification chamber. Here it is. Yeah. Ooh. With this guy, it's a little bit more complicated than the other machines. With this guy, he needs oxygen. And in order to get him oxygen, I need to get him some sweet water separated. I need another thing called the electrolytic separator. We are going to need a few of these guys, but that's okay. And then, just need one of these. Alright, with this guy, he's going to separate hydrogen and oxygen. And in order for me to get at the hydrogen out, I have to tell this thing what the heck it needs to do. Thankfully, Mekanism makes it easy for me to read this. So, the left output is set to 1, which is hydrogen. This I don't care about at the moment. So what I'm going to do is hit this button and make it to dump excess. I don't want it to do dumping because then I'll just get no hydrogen. I want it to have some kind of backlog in there, just in case if I need something extra. Okay? But the oxygen, however, that stuff, I want it to go out to the right. So right now, the way how it's configured, it'll work just fine. And what I'm going to do to make it easier for myself is get pressurized tubes. Yeah, you'll do. Yeah, and here. Yep, and there's oxygen. Perfect. Boom. There we go. So yeah, each of these machines does have a power cost associated with them. Like for example, the crusher and the metallurgical infuser, these guys use 20 Fe per tick when in use. The purification chamber, however, I think that uses 40? No, 80 Fe per tick, which is a significant multiplier compared to these guys. Why are you so different? Why? But this guy, oh boy, the electrolytic separator, this guy's a pain in the neck. This guy uses 160 Fe per tick for as long as the machine can run. Okay? So for example, let's say this guy was set to idle and this guy filled up his buffer. He will stop when it gets full. Boom. Not enough room for output. These guys are power hungry. Next thing I'm going to need is a chemical infuser, a chemical injection chamber, this guy, these guys, and this guy. Oh, almost forgot. It's about to get hot in here. This is where it gets complicated in a hurry. But don't worry. I have no idea what I'm doing. Mostly. Yep. So with these guys, I gotta do this, that, and that. So let me just do this, this, and I need water, which can come from here, so I can do this. Yeah. Okay, then boom. Alright. So this guy is the thermal evaporation controller, and this guy is going to be used for something pretty neat. It converts water into brine, and brine is what we need for the next series of machines. Here are the other two machines. First off, we are going to need is an electrolytic separator, like so. And I'm going to need him to output... you know what? Right here works. There's a reason why I'm using this green pipe. And I'll explain that a little bit later on. Oops, it's getting dark again. Okay. Speaking of which, I need to tell this thing what to... I didn't know those would stack like that. Okay, so I told that to do that. And this guy needs a little bit of power. See what I mean? You know what? Oh my god. Alright, so you're totally empty. Great. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so now I just need to put this guy down. Okay. Alright, so... okay, so next what I'm going to need is... hang on. Hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen and chlorine. Okay. So now what I need is to get at the hydrogen out of here. And to do that, what I need is out the top. Okay, so I need to tell you not to give a care. Okay, don't give a care about those guys just to be safe. And these guys won't connect. Then, what I need you to do is head... oh... okay. I forgot about that one side. Whoops. Anyway. So what I gotta do now is... hang on. No one said mechanisms, machines were going to be clean. That's for certain. Okay. So now what I need is this, and this. And finally this. So now what I get to do is a chemical infuser. Yep. Okay, so I need to tell you... oh wait, water. I need water! On those, please. Yep. Okay, so now you're making water, you're making brine, you're making this. Okay, so right now I don't care about sodium. Anyway, so right now I can't do that, but what I can do is output 2, and boom, sodium is in here. Okay, input 1, hydrogen's in here, and now you need power. So with that, I need this. Okay, and now you're making hydrogen chloride. So now what's needed is this. Oh, good. Good. Took me a second to realize, did I do this right? But yeah. Keep in mind though, guys, this is only to make it possible for it to be even somewhat of like a step 4 type thing. No. This one. This one converts 3 of them into 8. A little bit more than double. A little bit more. Not by much though. However, and this is where it gets even more complicated, after this, we need some of our best friends. Don't need these, don't need those, don't need those. But what I do need is all 3 of these. I need a pressurized reaction chamber. I need an osmium compress. No, that's for later on. I need this one, this one, this one. No, not that one. And a Rory concentrator. I might need one of these guys later, but I'll do those later. Anyway, so first off, what I need... wait a minute. Chemical washer. Wait a minute. Where's my other best friend? Here it is. And a chemical dissolution chamber. So yeah, all these guys are needed. This one goes here. This guy... oh, nope, that's for later. That's okay. Rory concentrator, that one. I think I'm what I need for now, actually. The crystallizer, I definitely know you're here. And you are here. Yep. Lights, please. Alright, so now I just need to do this real quick. Oh. Okay. No biggie. Ah, geez. Okay. Like that. like this, like this, like this. So this right here, this is your 5x multiplier right here, okay? And now though, what I'm also going to need real quick. Oh, where's my water? Here's my water. There we go. Let me up. Please let me up. There we go. There. There we go. Okay. So the chemical dissolution chamber, this guy needs 3. Oh wait, I'm missing a step. I'm missing sulfuric acid. Alright, so those guys I'll leave in there for now. So in order for me to get sulfuric acid, oh boy, it's a lot of steps. I'm not gonna lie, but one thing that I am going to need is this. I don't need that. I don't need that, or this pressurized reaction chamber. I'm definitely gonna need a few of these guys, and this and this. This is where the other system comes in. Okay, so okay, brain. Think. Aha! Okay. So for the time being, what I'm going to need is a chemical. Boop. And then a chemical injection chamber, which is this guy's going to need hydrogen chloride, which every side of this block is being used, right? Yes. Okay. So in that case, what I can do is this. So in that case, what I could do is this. Trying to keep this neat. Trying to. Okay. Alright. So what I need is this, and this. Now you're probably all wondering why the heck. Just to keep it simple for myself. Okay, sulfur. I need this, and this. You'll see why in a sec. But for the time being, I need some lava and water. And yes, this unfortunately has to be in world. Okay? Okay. So what I need is, I think you can go into here. Thankfully, Sky does not need power, and I'm okay with that. But you'll need this. Okay. Alright, cool. So you. And let me see. Which way do I have you facing? I don't know. Just for now. What I need is a breaker module. This guy going into this. Wait, how did I get 2 chemical? I need 2 crushers. Now I need is to get power over here. There. Hopefully I'm doing this right. No. Wait, hang on. This guy needs an input on the back, right? Yes. And then this guy. Okay, and then this guy will crush into this, which means he needs an output on the back. Okay, and then the sulfur would need to be pressurized. Yes. Excuse me. Okay, so now what you need is hydrogen chloride, which I can get from the back here. Yep. Yeah. hydrogen chloride, which is this. Okay. There. I know what I'm doing, mostly. Gunpowder. Yes. Now, why aren't you importing? You have your gases. Oh, wait, did I tell you? Back is output. Wait, is this even the back? Nope. Pressurized reaction chamber. Is that what I need? Oh no, the oxidizer. This one. Chemical oxidizer. Port. Okay, so now what I need to do is output the front, because this stuff is going to need a thingamahoots. This guy. This guy. Oh, you select it. Okay. So now I need sulfur dioxide in this guy. Sorry, there's a lot of steps on this. Oh. Also, don't break your cables. For some reason, that resets the power in it. I don't know why. Anyway, so now I need sulfur dioxide, in which I need oxygen. Okay. How did you spawn? Get out of my world! Get! I'm surprised I did. And render it in while he was falling. I would love to have seen that. Anywho. Alright, so for now, actually, you know, the left probably works out a little bit for me here right now. So what I need is this. Fly, dang it, fly. Oh. Okay. This. Okay. Where's my oxygen hanging out at? Well. Okay, so now you guys have oxygen in you. This one. Oh my god. Alright, so good news. It's only 4 pipes. Bad news. Still a lot of pipes. There. Now you should be getting oxygen inside of you. Oxygen. Let me tell you. Oh wait. Input 2. Okay, so now I'm making sulfur trioxide. Perfect. And now what I just need is to get this into another chemical diffuser. What this guy needs is sulfur trioxide to go with water vapor. And water vapor, thankfully, is very easy for me to get. This one. Alright, so for now what I could do is let's do water vapor can go here. Yeah, just for the heck of it. Water vapor. Here it is. I need you. This guy. This guy is going to be crucial. Where's my water? There we go. Okay, so now let's need you to deconcentrate. You are making me water vapor. Perfecto. Okay, and now at the back, I gotta tell you. Input 2, which is making sulfuric acid, which I need to tell this guy output to the front. And with all this, I can make my ore processing to work. Yeah. I did tell this thing. Oh, no, I did not. Okay. Oh, okay. We always gotta tell these guys to make sure it's blue or output mode. And make sure you always have it set to eject on. Because right now, this thing... why are you not... gases, was it? No. Slurries. Nope. Nope, it's slurries. Yeah, iron slurry. This thing takes a toll on me. Fluids, can't inject. Slurries. Output. This guy is going to take all of that and make our first thing. Okay, and then this guy. Yeah, how the heck am I going to get... There. There we go. Okay, and that is the entire mechanism or processing production. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the big difference between these purple pipes and these green ones? Is that these purple pipes have a much bigger buffer inside of them. So in some cases, you might want to go with the more simplified ones, the green ones, over the purple ones. However, the purple ones do transfer things much faster over the green ones. So that's just something to think about. Okay. Alright, so just to quickly go over, you have your energized smelter, which can make any ore and just do 1 to 1. Then you have the enrichment chamber, which could do like 3 to 4. Then you have your crusher, which is like an intermittent step. So he doesn't do any kind of like ore processing. But then you have the purification chamber, which this guy will do any kind of ore into, I want to say 1 and maybe a third, or maybe a little more than that. Then you have the chemical injection chamber, which uses, oh my gosh, can you not? Then you have the chemical injection chamber, then you have the chemical crystallizer, which is one of 3 steps that you need in order to properly make 5X. Okay? Phew. And this whole setup right here, this whole monstrosity, is to make sulfur from cobblestone. Okay? I want to reiterate this. You're turning cobblestone into a 5X ore processing chemical, sulfuric acid. And all this, right here, this is just water. Granted, it's expensive to do all this, especially if you're doing something that's like very power hungry. However, if you put all this into perspective, and I do mean all of it. Hi guys, mushroom break in the dark. I remember, if you don't subscribe, I'll come cut your tuna sandwiches vertically. You can go from having next to nothing with the air dry smelter one day, and then you make a metallurgic infuser the next, and then the enrichment chamber, and so on and so forth. Each of these machines, about as chaotic as they can be, it's just one thing that leads to the next, that leads to the next, that leads to the next. And let me tell you something, the worst ones that you have to worry about, it's probably this big guy. Because this guy can only produce so much at his current height. But in all seriousness, the worst ones are probably these three right here. And I'll show you why. Where is my little buddy? This guy. And where is it? Where is it? Osmium compressor. Yeah, and I'll get myself another enrichment chamber just in case. You guys get out of here. Actually, no, I'm gonna need you. Always give yourself space, because as you can see, yeah, I gave myself some space. This is how you make the top tier alloy. In other words, the obsidian one that you would need in order to make all your good stuff. What you need is you gotta take obsidian inside of an enrichment chamber, turn it into obsidian dust. That obsidian dust gets made into refined obsidian dust, which you need in order to make all kinds of things. Whether it be the alloys, or if you get an osmium compressor, you will need to make refined obsidian ingots, which will be used to make the top tier stuff. Except for this. You're probably not going to need this. Think of this guy as like a chunk loader. But yeah, these three machines right here are what you need in order to make your 5x ore processing. Okay. And it does take quite a bit. Just one of these guys requires... it's... Okay. Hey, sorry. In past installments of the mod, this guy needed 2 diamonds in order to make one... This guy needed like 2 diamonds to make 1 refined obsidian dust. And to be fair, I actually didn't mind it back then. I really didn't. But yeah, now I just need some osmium. This one. Okay? Using the osmium just like how this would be used up for infusing. In fact, that's what this basically is. A very specific infuser. Thank God I'm patient. And this guy can be used... Yeah. Actually, there's another one. Ah, yes. My best friend, the atomic disassembler. And the robot. The robot is, he's a lot of things. I'm not going to go into detail as to what he does, but let's be honest here, it's a lot more fun to find out what that little guy can do. But for now, I think that's it, really. But honestly, though, guys, when it comes to mechanism, give yourself a lot more space than what you think that you'll need. Oh, and as far as like making this whole thing compact, let me do some, alright, let me do this my way. The fun way. Yeah, but first, Laser Rail. I'm overcompensating, don't worry. Don't you worry. Now for the fun part. Getting all this in a very tiny space. Phew, let's pretend that side doesn't exist and we only have this much space to work with. And that's okay. What I want to do is this. One nice thing about Mekanism's current thingamajig is that these guys can sit like this, and this is totally valid. It's really nice. It really is. Probably not even going to need that much space, knowing me. Now it's done. Whew. I mean, now that I think about it, yeah, it is kind of insane how much of a straight line you can make this thing. No, aside from like this, but that's still that's insane. At what I could do with going from all this to just this. It really is insane. But yeah, this is the entire 5x OR processing in Mekanism. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, or I will cut your sandwiches vertically. Bye bye.